And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. This is Critic Wrestling. I am your host, Derek, here, and we got some key points and discussions we want to discuss today regarding AEW and exactly what's the latest topics of what's going on. Luckily enough, I was able to have a guest speaker. He is an exclusive AEW insider, and I'm really excited to have him on the show today. Thank you for coming.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hope you're doing good.
So, I gotta say, before we get started on the show, this guy, I mean, he bleeds AEW, guys. If there is anybody in the United States or even in the world that could discuss AEW wrestling today, this guy is the man. He's seen it all from the Attitude Era in WWE, many different wrestling events. This guy is the one you want to hear an opinion from.
Oh, yeah, man. I started back in 1983, man. 83. I started watching wrestling. My dad brought me around that in 1983, man.
Just the evolution of how much it's changed. So,
man, yeah, that was back in the days before Hogan was even like big time.
So this has got to be. I mean, a lot of people can relate to you in your age group that are going to be watching this today. So to kick things off, we will start with Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin in the TNT Championship Tournament. Thoughts?
Well, I thought it was a good match. I thought it was a very good match. It's pretty much what I expected. I didn't really see, like the Darby Allin. Well, Darby Allin is a pretty crazy, reckless dude.
Oh, yeah.
On Sammy's leg, took off his boot.
Yeah, I mean...
And, yeah.
Leading up to this, Darby Allin, man, we heard a lot about him from AEW coming into this thing, dude, and he's been nothing but everything that he has been promised to be from Cody. I mean, you see the evolution in this guy, and you really see potential into something great, and I think that really went to show here tonight.
Yeah, Darby Allin he's young. He's still green.
Right.
He's still learning the business and learning the tricks, all the trades and all that.
Absolutely.
But man, I mean, the things he does in the ring is just unbelievable to me.
Now, you did say,
I guess you can go to like ring psychology, and he's getting that.
Now, to just touch base on what you said a little earlier, the fact that you've watched this since the 80s. Now, to see a young guy, such different build than what normal wrestling was brought up as, and to see him do the things he does, like, how does that make you feel as a wrestling fan to just be able to enjoy the evolution of wrestling?
Well, I think it's great, man. That's a good question. I think it's great. The break out of the mold,
right,
from the 80s. From the 80s. So you got to be 6'7", 6'8", 350 pounds, pushing steroids,
right,
and just to be your natural self. And I mean, it really just breaks the mold for everybody who wants to eventually get into wrestling.
Yeah,
like you don't have to be a super huge dude anymore.
Right.
I love that. I love that.
So, outcome. I am curious. Are you in favor? Are you excited? Are you happy to see the outcome? Is there something you would have done differently? Is this exactly what you were predicting and hoping to happen?
Well, I thought I would see the coffin drop, but Darby hit him with the, I don't even know what that move is called. It's some kind of crazy, like, figure four type, or I don't know what the hell. He wrapped them up. I don't even know what the hell the name of the move is.
Yeah, well, dude, that's a good point, is the fact that he didn't hit the coffin drop. I'm actually really glad you brought that up.
Yeah, you can see it with Cody, too. Cody is not doing the crossroads anymore.
Right.
So this is setting up Darby and Cody, and now they're going to like these like submission holds.
Yeah, dude. It's I'm like I said, I'm really happy you brought that up, because me as a AEW fan, I was actually really surprised that he didn't hit the coffin drop. But it's also something, though, that I actually really enjoyed throughout the show, because it wasn't just a one-move combo to end the match. It gave us one of those, that's what ended. That was the move.
Yeah.
That was a curveball.
Exactly. And then Darby, I think Darby had a busted nose or whatever there.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I don't think there was no blood capsules or nothing there.
No.
That was pretty legit.
Yeah, dude, it was 100%, man. You can tell, dude, from watching wrestling and loving wrestling, when two men give it all they have in the ring, and that was definitely shown tonight.
And it's going to happen, man. When you're physical like that, you're two young kids really just beating the hell out of each other, going at it, man.
Right.
They want to grab the brass ring.
Right, dude. They want to build that prestige and that name for themselves, dude. And they're doing everything they should to do it. They're capitalizing.
I believe that Sammy Guevara got busted open on his lip too.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
It looked like his teeth were like separated.
Oh.
His two front teeth.
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah. Hey, it was a good match, man. Those guys beat the hell out of each other, and Darby Allin got the win, and that's what I predicted in my bracket. So,
well, I couldn't agree more with you on that. I mean, this was a good match. All the props to Sammy Guevara as well. I mean, two young athletes that really defined wrestling in this match tonight.
Sammy's so young, man. I mean, like 2021 might be Sammy Guevara's year.
Well, you heard it.
It ain't gonna be this year, but it might be 2021, 2022, whatever, man.
Well, you heard it from the best of them. So when Sammy Guevara becomes the shining star, we can look back on this video and we're gonna have that clip waiting for you.
Yep, 1 or 2 years from now.
So now I want to touch base on Dustin Rhodes and exactly what his status is. Before we get too in depth, how do you feel about the match tonight against Kip Sabian?
Well, I picked Dustin to beat Kip Sabian.
Yep.
Before his retirement, or whatever the stipulation was there.
Right.
So I already had him winning. So
are you?
Good match.
Are you in favor of this outcome? I know you did predict it in the bracket. Is this everything that you expected it to be out of Dustin?
Yeah, I predict Dustin will lose to Lance Archer.
So, yeah, that's exactly what I would say too, and I think a lot of us that are going to be watching would absolutely agree with you on that. Now.
So I don't know if he's going to have his retirement stipulation match going here against Lance Archer, or if this is a one-time.
That's a good question, because you're absolutely right about that. Because does he put this up for only this match? They're not even in the semifinals yet. So if he would put that stipulation for this match and not the next one, what was the difference between them? Because, I mean, the goal is to just ultimately become TNT champion. So, I mean, to me, it sounds like Dustin wants that TNT championship or he's out. He's done it all. So, this was his last run.
Well, yeah, he's never been really, I don't know, in WWE, what was Intercontinental Champion?
Maybe, once. Like, it was a Blue Moon thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. AEW is, I don't know. They have you guessing, man.
They always do. They always keep you on your toes.
It's hard to predict.
So before we stride away from this Dustin topic, I do want to ask you just on a personal level, where?
Hey, good win by Dustin, by the way.
Oh,
Tonight, man. Good
absolutely,
match.
absolutely. Now, just from your personal your opinion, what's next for Dustin Rhodes? Let's say I see there's a small chance of him winning this bracket, just to be honest. Now, where do you think he goes from here if he takes that retirement seriously?
Man, I don't know. Well, he said he's just going to be a trainer, I guess, right?
So a trainer for AEW would be his next road.
I guess, yeah, that'd be the next road, the last road or whatever.
I mean, I could see it. He's been in the business long enough. He's a long, hard-earned vet.
But if you watch AEW Dark or whatever, I mean, it's Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall,
Right.
So I mean, they're like a newly formed tag team. So I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Like we said, AEW will leave you on your toes because that raises the question. Is this really the end of Dustin Rhodes, or does he have a little left in the system? I know he's behind Cody 100%, and he is devoted. And I can't say it enough. He is devoted for this company, dude. And he is gonna do his all to end his career right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. If he loses, does that mean that he's done with singles competition, or can he still compete in tag team competition?
Right. Or, will he become a part-timer where he shows up from time to time, or, we really don't know. And that's what I love about this company, dude. That's what I love is the fact that I can't tell you what's going to happen in AEW because they're unpredictable. And that's the beauty of wrestling, and I think that's something that this company has grown to show.
Yep.
Now, the main topic at hand, man. This is the catcher right here, dude. I just need to know, with the Dark Order, who the hell is the Exalted One that Brody Lee is bringing to the table?
Well, I don't know. If you know, let me know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, dude. I think that's the question. All right, I'll put it like this. That's the question heard around the world. Because if you're in the AEW, you're in the wrestling community of AEW, and you're a down-to-earth supporter, for one, that's why you're watching this today, and for two, you know exactly what we're talking about when we ask this question, because we don't know.
I have no clue. I'm an AEW insider, and I have no clue.
This is one of those things that
I don't even think Jim Ross even knows, man.
Yeah, dude, I wouldn't doubt it for a second. Usually I can pin a point close to what it possibly could be. This is one of those things where, especially with the mass amount of free agents that have been released into the wrestling world, this is one of those things that there is so many ways it could go. There is so many people out there that are in the free agency right now, and there's so many talent on the AEW roster already that he could bring in. It's just, where do they go?
Well, I'm going to throw this out there, and I'm going to say EC3.
Okay.
Carter III.
Okay.
And I think we talked earlier, and you think it's could possibly be
Rowan. Right, yeah. Well, see, I personally, knowing AEW, I don't know if Rowan will fit into the criteria that Cody and the entire AEW crew is looking for to make this company. But the only way that this is why I bring that speculation to the table, was because I know the history between Brody and Eric, and I know it's been a long history even prior to WWE. So maybe they were in contacts, maybe not. We really just
the Bludgeon Brothers. I mean, they were good in WWE as the Bludgeon Brothers.
Right.
I liked them, man. They just kicked ass.
But when you got
And
talent,
Vince squashed it.
yeah, and that's exactly what happens. I mean, look at someone like the Revival, or no, I'll do you one better. Look at the Club, man. When you got Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, I mean, you got to remember, in New Japan, these guys are looked up as gods. These guys were like the top of the division, dude. And when you have them going back to a company like WWE, and you see what happened to their careers, it frustrates a lot of people that really love the sport of wrestling.
Yep. Yeah, I agree, man.
So you're saying EC3, I'm saying Rowan, but to be fair,
Well, I'm not for sure
right?
on that.
Right. We're gonna favor it, but we're both agreeing right now that we really don't have a damn clue.
Nope.
I think that Cody Rhodes, I mean,
shit, it could be Brian Cage.
Right.
They said they've signed AEW, signed Brian Cage.
And to be 100% honest with you, I mean, if Cody Rhodes, in the whole production, if they really think about it, they have the talent on their roster already to make the Exalted One someone from their own roster. So who's to say they even branch out and grab someone? Because they got a lot of talent they're working with already.
Okay, well, what was this promo about with Brody Lee here? They said the guy was like an ex-football player.
Yeah.
Right? I think they said he played college ball, or he was an NFL player.
Right.
He was 6'2", 240. So,
gosh,
who the hell could that be?
Oh man, you got me thinking. Anybody that watches this, or fans of AEW, guys, please comment down below who you think it is.
Right. Yeah.
And let us.
Yep. Comment down below.
Yeah, man. Let us know exactly what your thoughts are, because I mean, this is a really huge topic, and I'm actually glad we're talking about it, man. I'm excited as hell, though. I can tell you right now.
Well, I tell you, man, with all these factions in AEW, I'm really liking this.
Me too, man.
People may shit on it or whatever, but I really like it.
Yeah.
Because you got the Dark Order, which is like 5, 6 deep now. You got the Inner Circle, you got the Elite, you got the Death Triangle, you got the Best Friends.
And you know what captures my attention about all this, man, is the more I watch it, it never seems to be repetitive, and it never seems to get old. It seems like they're always giving me something that excites me or makes me want to draw back into Dynamite Wednesday over NXT even, because you got the Brody Lee, the Matt Hardy thing. There's so many things that this company has done, dude, that's made you go, oh man, I can't wait till next week. I mean, you've even
just think, man, they're babies at this. They're babies.
Right.
They're just growing.
These
and the promo to start off Dynamite tonight with Cody I thought was fucking epic, man.
Oh, dude, that
was fucking good.
To hear the passion from this man, to hear the passion from him about wrestling, and to express it without a script gives me chills.
Yep.
It's you see someone like him that was so underutilized in other promotions. I don't even want to say their name. That was so underutilized in another promotion to build and to strive and to become the absolute elite that he is today is just absolutely astonishing, dude.
Well, that just goes to show you, like Moxley said, when the chains are ripped off you, you can go and be yourself.
Yeah, dude, 100%. But yeah,
that's about it, man. I just want to close. I want to close on like Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
Because I guess AEW is going on with Double or Nothing.
Okay.
I think they should stream that for free on BR Live, like they did with like Fyter Fest and Fight for the Fallen.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I think we could all agree on that. I mean, we are living in a time of uncertainty, and these guys are going out here, dude, and they're giving it their all. I think that the way to go is to to help people with the entertainment, to get their minds off of mainstream media and just enjoy real wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah, just get your mind out of the gutter for a little while. It's just get away from all this shit and just try to be entertained, because there ain't no baseball, there ain't no basketball.
Right, but
there's nothing. Wrestling is still going on.
Yeah, the one thing that hasn't failed.
It's not the same. But
they're doing what they can. AEW, I mean, I'm impressed with what they're able to work with. So with that being said, man, that's all you need to know. If even if you're watching this and you haven't really had the chance to check AEW out and actually watch, I think from hearing both of us, please go watch. And if you don't like it, so be it, but give it a chance.
Yeah, you got a mix of everything, man. You got comedy wrestling, you got old school wrestling, you got new school wrestling.
You got it all, dude.
You got you get you can get your hardcore stuff in there.
Yeah.
Everything. You got they give you everything, man.
I couldn't agree more.
It's everything from every generation to every promotion.
I couldn't agree more, dude. And I think a lot of us, or a lot of people that will be watching this, are going to agree 100%. There's really no arguing it. But with that being said, man, I mean, I'm super anxious. I'm excited that you were willing to take the time out to talk to me a little bit today. So thank you for that.
Yeah, looking forward to what they're really going to do with Double or Nothing.
Oh, absolutely, man. And I tell you what, like I said, you're my exclusive insider. So do me a favor, and as soon as you got a few topics at hand and you're ready to let loose on YouTube, please give me a message, dude, and we will make it happen.
Well, I got one match that I can predict right now for Double or Nothing.
Let's hear it.
It's going to be Matt Hardy and Chris Jericho.
Bam. You heard it from the best. Two vets. AEW Insider. Yep. This might be a spoiler alert.
Yep, I think it might be. I don't know who's going to win that, but I can guarantee you that's probably going to happen.
Well,
and then it'll be the championship for the TNT championship belt.
Well, I'm sure we will hear from us again, getting closer to the actual match, the last two contestants. I'm super anxious. I'm super glad to have you on the show today. I just want to say a special thanks to you. I'm hoping, and I'm assuming this won't be the last time we discuss this, and I hope the fans enjoyed listening to our thoughts on everything. So for that, thank you for coming on the show today, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, man. I'll do it anytime you need me to.
Oh, absolutely, man. I love to have you. So with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. This was Critics Wrestling, the AEW edition with an exclusive AEW insider. And with that, I'm out. Peace.